little pauses to me, man, that shit sounds so incredible to me. I want to get back to the song. This shit is nasty.
I'm gonna start this back from
Nasty.
the beginning. Charismatic frontman can do a lot.
Yeah, boy.
Can do a lot for a band. They can make a band and kill a band.
Nasty though.
That
is
no
nasty.
wrong to me.
That is nasty.
The riffs and my man Peter Steele's voice.
Really, it's like nails on a chalkboard to me, guys. So, but we're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it. And it's never mind. Keep it going, George. just keep it going. Check us out on Patreon, guys, where we give you our exclusive access to all of our videos, 186 videos and counting.
Bangers too, though. Bangers. You know, nothing too shabby. I mean, I don't know, like a Led Zeppelin marathon. We got Metallica on there, some Megadeth stuff. You know, I'm just saying. Just throwing that out there, man.
What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man George.
What's happening, guys? How you living out there? Shout out to the free thinkers, of course, and shout out to everybody that's been following us on our Instagram, DEAF2 radio, and also our website, defteradio.com. Make sure y'all follow us there. It's a free membership website that we've been working on. We want y'all to put all your requests for what you guys want us to do in our groups. Join our groups, get engaged with the website. It's a great way to support the channel.
And for up-and-coming artists or other YouTubers like us, man, that are looking to get their own platform jumping off, make sure you check out Pressable, man. The link for that will be in the description. It's a very inexpensive way to get your own website popping, and you'll get 50% off on the purchase if you use our link.
So we got Body Count. There goes the neighborhood that we're doing today. And this is what we would call a redemption for the group Body Count. It's a redemption reaction because we have a group on our website, Defter Radio, that's called Lost. It's really in the Lost in Vegas Redemption Center group on our website. Make sure you join that group. And what that means is we've reacted to the band before. We didn't really like the song too much. And now we're giving them another shot to see if we can find something that we like from them. And we did Body Count Cop Killer. So we did that song before. From what I remember, I didn't really like it. I don't think Ryan liked it either.
But they did, obviously.
Yeah, so we'll... But we just didn't like that specific song from them. So I guess we're going to give There Goes the Neighborhood a shot. And we're doing that because my man Paul, well, I'm assuming it's Paul. It says El Paulo Rock. He said, so my first redemption request is for Body Count. There Goes the Neighborhood. This sound represents the band much more than Cop Killer, which is more punk style than metal. Okay. And I do remember it being more of a punk vibe with that one. It's a song with good transitions, good musicianship, and good vocals. Okay. So this is what we're going to do, man. We're going to give him another shot.
Let's get it.
Body Count. There Goes the Neighborhood.
There goes the neighborhood. Here come them fucking niggas with their fancy cars. Who gave them fucking niggas those rock guitars? Who let them in the club? Did you make them pay? Who let them on the stage? Who's letting them play? Don't they know rock just from whites? Don't they know the rules? Those niggas are too hardcore. This shit ain't cool. Those blacks want everything in the fucking world. That nigga played so good. He took my motherfucking girl.
Okay, all right, before we get too far into it, we're just
the neighborhood is
George, that's what the song is portraying here. There Goes Neighborhood. So I didn't know that that's where they were going, and it looks like this was made in the early '90s, man. And I remember the early '90s had a lot going on the hip hop side of things, because that's all I kind of remember, guys, because I was really immersed in that when I was a kid. And I remember Menace to Society came out to, like, I think 91 or 92 or something like that. And the movie Colors, I think, came out in the 80s. I think it was like 89 or 88 or something like that. Yep. And Ice-T made the theme song for Colors called Colors. And that was kind of the song that got Ice-T like super out of here. That song was like super hard and really, really big in the 80s. So I say all that to say, to bring this back to There Goes the Neighborhood, I'm looking at the lyricism, and he's like, you know, fuck these black dudes with their fancy cars. He didn't say black dudes, but you get it. And their rock guitars, and who let them in, and they want everything, and and they took my girl. All these plays on being black and trying to tap into a genre that was heavily dominated by Caucasian people, white people. I feel like that was the motivation. And in the 90s, man, specifically the early 90s, I'm guessing during this time, give me some feedback, guys, if I'm not correct. I believe 91, 92, Enter the Sandman came out, and I heard that everywhere. So I'm looking at this song, There Goes the Neighborhood. I feel like Ice-T and everybody was like, oh God, now they're doing metal and rock as well. Okay, there goes the neighborhood. We can't even have that. Y'all motherfuckers trying to take over everything. And you're trying to get my girls too? What's going on, man? This supposed to be for us. Y'all stay on that side of the track. We stay on this. Let's stay nice and segregated. You listen to your music. We listen to our music, which is ridiculous. But I feel like that is where how he kind of was, what the band was kind of like trying to portray here. Like, dude, we should be open to do whatever we want to do.
Yeah.
But motherfuckers are like, huh, here goes the neighborhood. So with all that being said, I just feel like this is very polarizing, especially in 1992. I could imagine this shit was like, oh my God, this was crazy. You know what I mean? Like NWA, when their album came out, Fuck the Police and all that shit. I felt like this has the same kind of momentum behind it, even though I don't really remember hearing it. But I feel like in the metal community, you guys will probably be like, wow, this is kind of like very polarizing and very like going against the grain, so to speak.
Yeah. I'd like to hear what Ice-T has to say about why they made the song. I would like to hear him say why he felt compelled to say what he's saying in this song. Did he run into racism in trying to pursue being in a metal band? Is it something that he just kind of just assumed that would be the case if he kind of got into a genre that was dominated by white people, or did he actually face racism trying to pursue being a metal band? I'd like to know that, because these lyrics, like, here comes them fucking N-words with the fancy cars, and he dropped the hard ER in here somewhere, right?
Yeah, he did.
God damn, like, it's just straightforward and like uncut. So I actually respect the fact that he was willing to just take it there. Like, I'm gonna take it there, and maybe it was the elephant in the room, or was it not an elephant in the room scenario where it was just in your face?
Right.
I like to know, because our experience with metal when we first kind of started doing metal was I'm not gonna lie, personally, I'm gonna speak for me. I was like, I don't know, man. We probably gonna get some smoke. You know what I'm saying? From people, just two black dudes that don't know too much about metal, and we're talking. Mm-hmm. We're probably gonna get some smoke, and we got a little bit of smoke, no doubt about it. But it was nowhere near as bad as we thought it would be. And really, it's rare that I even see that now. So I'll be curious to just know Ice-T's experience with this. But anyways, man, great choice though.
Yeah,
great choice, Paul.
I'm telling you.
It doesn't sound, and to me, I like this better than Cop Killer, just in terms of how it sounds. And I like Ice-T's vocals in this, actually. I like how he sounds in this. Let's keep it going.
Those blacks want everything in the fucking world. That nigga played so good. He took my motherfucking girl. There goes the neighborhood. 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 We're here. We ain't going nowhere. We're moving right next door to you. Body count, motherfucker. And if those of you that don't like it can suck my motherfucking dick.
Hey, yeah. That's all right right there. I think that's awesome. Hey. Woo.
That'd be hard. Transition into that
Yeah,
shit.
that would have been hard.
Okay.
Here come the fucking niggas in the fancy car. Who gave them fucking niggas those rock guitars? Who let them in the club? Did you make them pay? Who let them on the stage? Who let them play? Don't they know rock just for whites? Don't they know the rules? Those niggas are too hardcore. This shit ain't cool. Those blacks want everything in the fucking world. That nigga played so good. He took my motherfucking girl. There goes the neighborhood.
Oh man. I'm fucking with it though. I like him saying, yeah. I'm rocking with it, man.
Yeah.
I'm rocking with it. I was kind of looking up because I don't feel like this is as punk. I think this has punk elements in it. And I know that thrash is just the core of what thrash is punk. So I want you guys to know that we know that at this point. When I think of punk, man, I think of rebellion. I think of anger and you know, disenfranchised and the voice of the voiceless. And I think that if you are a person who appreciates that, I almost feel like at this time that this could have made people uncomfortable with him just exposing this, you know? And it's interesting that as the song was playing, because I did ask the question, I was just like, you know, why did Ice-T make this song? And it says here, it gives you history of the song. It says that this song talks about how Ice-T and other members of the original Body Count lineup, who were all African-American, had racist abuse directed at them by Caucasian metalheads at gigs they played at. There you go. This is what spawned this song. Some Caucasian listeners didn't take kindly to black metal performers, believing them to be stealing what they believe was their genre. And then, you know, it goes on to talk about what Ice-T kind of did in the song. It's essentially talking from the perspective of, you know, a disgruntled white metal listener or whatever the case may be in the genre. So, you know, they literally went through it. They went through playing metal and then face racism at their gigs. Yeah. So I just think for him to come and make a song like this, man, going through that, I feel like it can't get much more metal than that. That is extremely metal, extremely punk, raw. And I just like him doing that. I just like him saying, like, you know what? You want to be racist? Okay, I got something for you. Now I'm going to hold a mirror in front of you just so you can see how ridiculous you look. It should not be this way. You know what I'm saying? All music should be for everyone. If you want to express yourself and you're inspired by metal, that it doesn't belong to a specific racial group. I mean, the roots of music go back to, we can go all the way back to the roots of music, where that comes from and what genres influence what. It shouldn't matter. So I just thought that this was clearly necessary at the time. So I just thought that this was just a great experience to listen to this. I'll just put it that way. Love the Sabbathy, doom type tone in the guitars and the groove, I think. I love that they the transition that me and Ryan, I'm sure y'all saw, you know, the solo within that section I thought was done really well, and I think it clearly caught us both off guard. It had way more dimension than Cop Killer. Yeah. So I thought this was just a great, entertaining listen. Don't know if it's playlist is just the lyricism is just too much. I don't know about the lyricism, but the music probably would have been good enough for playlist for me to at least revisit it. But the lyricism is just like, I just don't want to hear it. And I respect the hell out of Ice-T for shining a light on the bullshit, on the nonsense, man. And maybe this changed things for other musicians who happen to be black that are in the metal genre down the road by making a song like this, or maybe, you know, snowball the effect of some real change. So yeah, that was great. Shout out to Paul, man, for
great recommendation.
I think that was Paul. Shout out to you, Paul. Excellent.
Great recommendation.
Redemption for me. Redemption.
Yeah, great recommendation, man. I enjoyed that too, man. You know, as I was listening to this, man, and you made a really good, I'm glad that you read that part of why Ice-T felt compelled to make a song like this is because of the racism that he experienced. Because honestly, George, man, I think a lot of people feel that just because we're not in really racist times where people are getting hung and stuff like that, that racist things don't continue to still happen, you know? Yeah. And I just think it's done in a more sleek, slicker, undertone type of way. It's done, you know, behind closed doors, which we're seeing with the NFL, with the, you know, the Raiders head coach, you know, emails and all kinds of stuff. So, but it's not all on one side. I'm gonna give you guys a quick story, man. That's on the other side. I went to to see Mastodon and Gojira. Shout out to Brian, by the way. He hooked us up again. When we were walking into the arena, the usher kind of came up to one of the ushers that was working there, and he, or security, and he was like, okay, let me, we were kind of lost. Like, where do we go? Where, can you take a look at our tickets? And this black lady saw us from out of the corner of her eye, and she was like, oh no, I got them. Don't worry about that. Cause they're clearly not here. I know y'all ain't coming here to see the metal. So I know y'all in the wrong place. See what I'm saying? That's not overtly racist, but that's kind of, prejudice, right? Pre-assessed judgment of what you think motherfuckers is here to see. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. I was like, no, I think we're in the right place. No, we're actually here to see that. She's like, oh, really? She's like, oh, damn. Well, excuse the hell out of me. I was like,
My bad.
yeah. So I say all that to say, tying it back to body count, man, is I think there's an undertone and an unspoken rule in everyday life. It may not be overtly racist, like what Ice-T was talking about, but it could be like, the Mastodon and Gojira concert.
Or Eminem on the rap side. Eminem faced some backlash for being a white rapper when he first kind of came into the game. People were like, oh, white dude rapping. I've heard people say that about Eminem as well. So just to play both sides as far as like genres are concerned, it works that way. And to your point, Ryan, it works. Man. It works all of us. I think it's a human issue in general. You know what I'm saying? So,
we all play a part. Yes, this was a lot better offering to me musically than Cop Killer, in my opinion. Overall, man, I think this was a really good offering. Great suggestion, man, by Paul. We think it's Paul. Keep the suggestions coming, man. But I really, really liked what was happening musically, man. Even the sped up kind of punk style, maybe it wasn't classified as punk, but that punk style, it kind of worked for me. And I don't really love that part, but I think it sounded pretty good. But then when they slowed it down, there goes the neighborhood, that part, I like that. And then that transition into that breakdown and that solo, that was fucking fire. That was super unexpected for George and me. We both was like, damn, okay, all right. So this was a lot of diversity in this song. Very had a lot of movement, and I thought that it was really good, man. I thought overall this was really, really good. I wish we would have started with this one.
And I want some real feedback about this song, guys. I want to know kind of like when this song came out and people who were familiar with it, what happened in metal? Did this shake the game up? Were people like, oh shit? Did it shine a light on sort of the seedy undertone nature of racism in metal? Did it wake people up? I want to know. And shout out to everybody that requested that in the past, maybe that we didn't see. That's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm George. That's Ryan. Lost to Vegas.
We out.